Here's your coffee, Gonzalo.
Is it hot?
Boiling. Here. You must be tired from your trip to Baguio.
Not at all, Nita.
2 whole weeks. Long enough for me. I was lonely.
Were you?
Of course, Gonzalo. I forgot to tell you. I dismissed the maid this morning. I can stand her insolent ways.
Cora, insolent? I never noticed it. She was quite efficient, it seems to me. And we've had her for a good many years.
And we were married only 7 months. Do you know that the price of sandwich has gone up? And it took me a long time before I chose the right pair of shoes to go with this dress. Luckily, I found what I wanted at Ruston. By the way, Manchu come this afternoon and brought me the towel.
You said somebody came this afternoon.
Yes, Manchu, the woman who does the embroidery.
Ah, yes. Sorry, Nita. Who else?
No one else, Gonzalo.
Nita,
Yes?
how come?
What do you mean?
What are you all dressed up for?
Like it?
Exquisite.
I'm glad it's to your taste. I'm merely trying it for the big day tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
You haven't forgotten, Gonzalo.
frankly, it escapes my memory.
It's a sort of our anniversary.
Our first anniversary?
No, Gonzalo. We've been married only 7 months. We decided during our honeymoon, remember?
Ah, this beautiful, forgetful memory of mine.
Yes, I know. It has been getting worse lately. 2 weeks ago, before you went out to the Baguio, we decided to go out and celebrate at a Jaya Live. That's where we met for the first time, a year ago.
Or like, definitely.
Well, I'm so flattered. Husbands are so hard to please these days.
Where did we celebrate last month?
We went to Hilton.
And the month before that?
May I refresh your failing memory? The month before we had supper at Bon Vivant. And before that, at La Parilla. Afterwards, at Manila Hotel for dancing.
The first month.
We went to the Pansiteria on Carvajal Street.
Couldn't we go to another pansiteria and just have siopaw and erscaldo?
Oh no, Gonzalo. I want to show off my beautiful dress.
As you wish, Nita. Know something?
What?
You look as beautiful and as young the night that we met.
But Gonzalo, do you expect me to turn into old hag so soon?
I must buy you a present then. What would you like?
How much can you afford?
The sky's the limit.
Is business that good?
I closed a big deal in Baguio.
I saw a diamond bracelet at Estrella del Sur. That simply took my breath away.
How much?
A bargain, practically.
How much of a bargain?
10,000. That's too much, I know. I was kidding, but you say that the sky is the limit, so...
You heard, right? Nita, buy it.
Oh, Gonzalo, thanks! I was so lucky woman to have such a wonderful husband.
Nita, did a man came this afternoon?
A man? Why? No.
I mean, I sent a man to fix the TV set.
No, nobody came. Aside from Menchu, but there's nothing wrong about our TV, Gonzalo. I was watching my favorite program an hour ago.
I'm sorry. An agent was selling me a new TV set this morning. And I thought I had bought it. Oh, what am I saying? This splendid memory of mine, Nita.
And you, at the decrepit age of 27, Gonzalo?
The coffee, still warm?
That is. What's that, Gonzalo?
Cyanide.
Cyanide!
Potassium cyanide.
Is it dangerous?
It should be. People are known to commit murder or suicide with it.
Is it a fatal?
Those are the rumors.
Why do you carry it around with you?
Oh, just a joke.
Gonzalo, carrying poison with you isn't a joke.
Well, it isn't the kind of a joke the average person would indulge in. But Nita, don't bother your pretty little head about it. Cyanide is sold in drugstores, and you wouldn't order closing the drugstores because of it, would you?
Why, in heaven's name, do you have that poison with you?
It isn't just ordinary poison. It's an unusual one. I use it in my business. Cyanide is a necessary ingredient in the placing process. We couldn't do without it.
I understand now, Gonzalo. But I still think you should throw it away. Gonzalo!
Will you stop worrying? You should throw it away later.
But the cup!
You can throw the cup and the cyanide together.
But the cup is from my favorite coffee set. Adrian gave it to us.
He did?
It was his wedding present. Oh, Gonzalo, your memory!
I can always buy you another.
You wouldn't find another like it. Even you looked all over the town.
One set is as good as another.
No, it isn't, Gonzalo. The sentimental value.
People attach too much importance to sentimental value. One should attach himself to nothing and to nobody.
How can you say that, Gonzalo? The doctor told you time and time again to take good care of your hyperthyroid. You refused to take Blue Ball. He also told you avoid any emotional strain.
I know, Nita. I know. All this irritability and my high-strung condition.
You should have taken a good rest in Baguio instead of rushing about with your business.
I did try to rest up there, but something unexpected came up. I got through with my business sooner than I expected.
Something unexpected? Something serious?
No, nothing important, really. By the way, has Adrian been around?
Not since you left 2 weeks ago.
Does he know I am back?
How could he? You arrived a few hours ago.
Please bring me some whiskey, please. You know what? Your cousin, Chita, once said at a pretty party. She said that Filipinos who have bars in their homes are cheap imitators of Hollywood and the American ways. And guess what? She said. What?
She said drinking in one's homes is a sign of decadence. Can you imagine his insolence? Hello? Adrian?
Well, talk about the devil. Nita and I were talking about you. Oh, I arrived a few years ago. Where are you now? In the drugstore? Across the street? Well, drop over. When? Right now? No. Nita and I are still awake. I'll give you exactly 1 minute.
Go. What did you want?
Nothing. He was calling from the drugstore. How did you know that I was back?
He probably heard about it.
Okay.
Naturally.
I'll get the whiskey.
When did you get back?
Didn't you know? I came here.
Why? Yes, I miss you, Gonzalo. Hello, Nita. Stepping out?
Oh, this? No, just trying it on.
Have a seat, Adrian. Whiskey, Adrian.
You know, I never touch it.
How about some coffee?
I don't mind.
Where have you been hiding yourself?
I've been very busy lately.
You and your restless nature? You have passed the bar exam? Why didn't you get settled once and for all?
I will, Gonzalo. I will.
What did you call me up for just now, Adrian?
The cigarette case, the plating finish.
It was ready before I left for Baguio.
Oh.
Frankly, I've lost a few pounds. By the way, Adrian, were you here this afternoon?
Yes, Gonzalo.
At what time?
I came about 2, but the maid told me that Nita was asleep. So I left. I thought perhaps you had already arrived from Baguio. Didn't the maid tell you?
Oh yes, she told me.
Ouch! Boiling!
Gonzalo like it that way.
I'll wait and it cools off a little.
As you wish.
You know what your friend Gonzalo said a while ago?
Not unless you tell me.
He said, and I quote, one should attach himself to nothing and to nobody.
Did you really, Gonzalo?
I don't remember.
Imagine Gonzalo talking like that when he talks so much about you before we get married. In fact, once or twice we had quarrels because he insisted on repeating about Adrian said this, Adrian said that, and Adrian did this. How old were you become friends?
I was about 10 then.
Adrian and I went to grade school together.
You managed to be classmates all the time.
We managed.
But aren't you older?
By third years, once in 7th grade, the teacher insisted on putting us in separate sections.
The teacher thought I was smarter, and I should be in section A.
But Adrian went to the principal's office and pleaded.
I won. We both stayed in the same section.
Section A?
No, section C.
Adrian looked so boyish then. He was considered the best looking in school. That I used to tease him by calling him Baby Face.
He still retains much of the baby life. Expressions, doesn't he?
Adrian had a characteristic then.
Yes, what was that?
Mind you, I'm not saying you still have it. Besides, it wasn't anything usual.
A characteristic?
Adrian was seldom satisfied with what we had. Once in high school?
I see your memory is still good, Gonzalo.
Yes. Strange how oftentimes our memory vividly relives incidents hidden in our past.
Go ahead, you were saying.
Well, my mother gave me, on my birthday, a linen suit. Adrian liked it so much, he insisted on borrowing it every Sunday. He had other suits, but he fell in love with this particular one.
What happened?
I don't recall that incident.
And on another occasion, Nita, guess what I found this afternoon while looking over some papers, some pictures of our wedding. Not becoming sentimental at so early a stage of a marriage, are you, Nita?
I know. But Adrian was specimen, and he looked so funny in one picture. He was staring at me, while you, Gonzalo, was staring anywhere.
Let me see it. I haven't seen any of the wedding pictures.
I get them.
Gonzalo, I'm glad you're back.
What's wrong?
I'm in trouble.
Financial?
Quite a sum.
1,000?
2.5.
Poker.
Races and GI allies.
You haven't changed, Adrian. No woman trouble.
Thanks. You know, I've never had a much use for women.
It's about time you started looking for someone to settle down with.
If I find the right girl.
And your idea of the right woman.
You know, what my idea of right girl is.
I still remember it. She must be serious and intelligent. She must be a virgin and...
Can you find women like that nowadays?
Here it is.
Gonzalo looks scared or something.
I was. The last words in the ritual, till death do us part, were still ringing in my ears. And the doctor had just told me that I might live up to 70.
Look who's talking. I hope to live to 80 myself.
You know, Adrian was always on idealist. That's why he hasn't married yet. He's 24.
25.
I like the cold-blooded cautious with which men reveal their age.
I remember, during a college days, Adrian fell in love once. When he found out the girl had a regular boyfriend, he gave her up.
But if the girl was engaged?
She wasn't. And even if she were, that doesn't stop most men from going after her.
Men's tremendous things, and you still have those ideals, Adrian.
Adrian will never change.
Don't rush him. He'll give up those ideals.
Why?
Well, people sometimes alter their ideas as they grow older, don't they?
You're right. People shouldn't hold to their own ideas. Too long. Want a drink, Adrian?
But I don't drink.
Just try once, Adrian.
Alright.
Have you read this afternoon's paper?
Haven't had time.
There's an interesting item on the front page
What about?
about a murder last night.
I shudder at the mere sound of the word murder.
You never can tell, Nita. Someday, you or I might be a witness to one.
Oh, not me.
Suppose we're walking along the escolta, and somebody sticks a knife into or shoots somebody. Shall we close our eyes and pretend we didn't see it?
That would be different, but I know I'll be careful not to be around when the crime takes place.
What was last night's case?
You know Mr. and Miss Tito Viterbo?
The prominent attorney?
Not the Mila Rodriguez.
You know her?
Very well. It's getting late. Let's go inside.
Shall we?
Mila and I were classmates in the same convent, the Amontillada.
A very religious woman. According to the paper, she never missed going to Quiapo church every Friday afternoon. You know, the Nazarene.
She was the most religious girl in our class.
The papers say she used to meet her lover in Quiapo church.
Did anything happen to Mila?
It seems Tito Viterbo's best friend was having an affair with Tito's wife.
I can't believe it for Mila.
Mr. Viterbo killed his friend?
No, he killed his wife.
Poor Mila.
Unfortunate husband.
Unfortunate, my eye. Stupid, rather.
But why?
Gonzalo, how can you be so kind? After all, he had the right to kill her.
Because she was unfaithful to him. Decades ago, that might have been justified. But in an enlightened age like ours, killing a faithless wife or her lover speaks none too highly of the husband's sense of proportion.
What an idea, Gonzalo.
To kill the wife because she is unfaithful is for the husband to admit that he has lost her. And if he lost something or somebody, probably to your own carelessness, the sense of possession is strongly in every love.
Granted, in another generation, when material things were purely expensive, one could understand the fierce desire to possess and hold on to something.
Gonzalo, you can't confuse love with the material.
I am not confusing them. True love isn't a material thing. It's intangible, spiritual, capable of touching the stars, reaching the infinite, embracing God.
Poetry, Gonzalo?
No, Nita. Truth.
But not all marriages are born of love,
Of what then?
of passion. And if it's passion in your marriage, to lose the object of passion should not necessarily be tragic.
What would you have had Mr. Viterbo do then?
Forgiven his wife.
But Mr. Viterbo's wife was guilty of breaking.
The fourth commandment?
No, 6, Gonzalo.
Right. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Ah, I know the 9th. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Splendid. Your memory is improving.
There's one word that has disappeared from the vocabulary of the moderns.
What word?
The word adultery. The moderns have such a revolting dread of such an ugly, repulsive, old-fashioned word that they have substituted for it. So-and-so is having an affair, or is in love with somebody else, and similar, charming, harmless phrases. But the word adultery itself they avoid and abhor. To the moderns, adultery doesn't exist anymore.
You narrow surprise, Gonzalo.
Levity aside, if I had my way, I had a name for Mr. Viterbo's wife and her lover.
And that is...
I'd call them a couple of rats.
That's interesting, Adrian. Why in heaven's name?
Adultery is punishable by law, don't you know?
If I may be permitted to stretch the point further, I prefer to call them 3 rats
Why include the 4 husbands?
for breaking the 5th commandment. Thou shalt not kill. Another, Adrian.
If you don't mind, I'd like some coffee.
Oh, I forgot to bring new cup.
Don't bother.
Here's one, but you used that copy before.
I don't mind.
Gonzalo, that cup,
I don't believe in germs, Nita.
it isn't that.
Adrian is right. Nita, 1 cup is as good.
Is she in?
If you call expecting a baby,
No!
I was nothing. I won't show.
Take your coffee.
Well, congratulations.
It's too early to tell. She'll be alright soon. Insist on deluding themselves that they can be the equal of men. When they are pregnant, they wake up from their trance. Oh! Go inside and wipe it off.
I'll get you a clean towel.
Adrian knows his way around. He's like one of the family. And there's a clean towel in the bathroom.
What are you trying to do?
What are you talking about?
The cat, Gonzalo, the cat! Throw it away! Throw it!
Shut up, you bitch!
Don't do it! Don't!
No one came this afternoon? Adrian admitted he did.
No, Gonzalo, no!
But he made one slight of mistake. He said he told the maid he had come, but he doesn't know you dismissed her this morning.
No!
That's why you dismissed Cora? She knew and you were afraid that she would be talking? Adrian's becoming here for every last 2 weeks. I had my suspicions. That's why I went up to Baguio. I could have come back in a day or two, but I wanted to give you and Adrian the satisfaction of a last romantic, evil fling.
Gonzalo! Gonzalo!
Both of you, pretending, deceiving, lying behind my back.
True! True! I ashamed.
Ashamed? You know the meaning of the word ashamed?
I don't know what I do. I don't know.
Now you know, and it's too late.
What are you trying to do?
Destroy him!
Adrian?
You're quite psychic, beloved.
Let Adrian go.
Because my love for Miss Sleeper, him I must destroy.
But not this way. Not this cautious way. Give him an even chance.
For a rat like him?
If you must destroy me then. Spare Adrian.
He means that much to you, my dear?
No, not now. Not anymore. But there must be some pity left in you.
There is. A tiny bit. But my pity isn't for Adrian. I'm reserving it for you.
Destroy me then. I'm just as guilty.
No, Nita. I cannot destroy you. I'll let you live. But I'll let you breathe, eat, and sleep. Every second of your cursed life with that ugly word adulteress in your heart.
I'd rather die. I'd rather be destroyed.
You must live, my dearest Nita. Dying is so easy. And why die when there's so much ahead of you?
Bo.
There's nothing. Nothing ahead. Or me now.
Your feelings are a matter of indifference to me. Soon, you're going to witness a crime. You're going to see your beloved and my beloved friend, Adrian, die the death of a rat.
I won't stand it. I won't. I won't. I can't.
You're going to stay here and not utter a single word or make the least gesture. Even though you aren't a very intelligent woman, I know you understand my words. Come, my dear. Allow me to take you to this chair. You need a rest. Everything alright, Adrian?
Oh. Sorry, I must be getting along.
Take your coffee first.
Alright. Is she feeling worse?
Nothing serious.
She should go in and rest, do you think?
She will, presently.
This coffee is still hot.
Still warm.
Oh,
That's right.
Adrian. I'm sure it's cold now.
Don't bother, Nita.
Stop being so fiercey.
Are you sure, Adrian?
Sure.
Poor Nita. Sometimes, Adrian, I think you're better off as a bachelor.
Well, a while ago, you were advising me to get married.
You should, Adrian, you should.
I'm not prepared to settle down yet.
Aren't you afraid to die a bachelor?
I expect to live a little longer, Gonzalo.
A little longer is right.
My head never felt like this.
Sit down. You'll feel better.
My throat, I can't breathe.
An aspirin will do good to you?
The coffee, could it be?
No, I don't think so. Probably the effect of the whiskey, Adrian.
Yes, first time.
By the way, will the 2,000 and a half be enough? I could lend you more.
Thanks, Gonzalo, always be a wonderful friend.
Friendship is unto the groom.
And beyond it,
Yes, even beyond it.
I sometimes wonder what I would do, when or where I would be without you, Gonzalo.
Ow! Shut up! Babyface!
Bo.
You haven't called me babyface since our high school days.
Lie down. You're just tired. The light must be bothering you. Just take a rest, Adrian.
No, I must tell you something.
Not now. Tomorrow.
Now, very important, very...
I attach myself to nothing and to nobody.
Bo.
Adrian! 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 Adrian!
Hello, Police Department. If you care to come to 60 Banabat, St. Forbes Park, you'll find 3 rats. Yes, that's what I just said. 3 rats.
No! No!
The first one,